Is winning the lottery really completely dependent on luck? In the United States, there is a retired old man who unexpectedly discovered a loophole in the lottery system. As a result, he started to buy lottery tickets like crazy and won prizes every time. In just a few years, he earned $27 million. Most people in this situation would keep their luck a secret and quietly become wealthy, but he decided to share his fortune with the entire town. The most unbelievable thing is that this is a true story. Jerry, a 60-year-old math genius, loved playing Sudoku in restaurants after his retirement. One day, he accidentally overheard a lottery game rule. When the prize pool accumulates to $2 million, the lottery agency will broadcast the draw live. 6 numbers will be randomly selected. If someone matches all 6 numbers, they will win the jackpot, walking away with $2 million. However, if nobody wins the jackpot, the $2 million rolls over and is distributed proportionally among players who match 5, 4, or 3 numbers. Even matching just 2 numbers allows players to break even. Jerry, with his sharp mind, immediately recognized the loophole. As long as he bought enough lottery tickets, the distributed winnings would guarantee a profit. This means that winning the lottery was not just luck, but rather probability. To test this hypothesis, he went straight to the store, asked to buy 2,000 lottery tickets. On the day of the drawing, Jerry meticulously checked each ticket and realized that he had actually lost $327. He couldn't understand how the calculations could have been wrong. Maybe the sample size wasn't big enough, just like flipping a coin. If you flip a coin 1,000 times, there is a 60% chance it will land heads up, but if you flip it 5,000 times, the probability gets infinitely closer to 50%. Only with a sufficiently large sample size can luck be eliminated from the equation. To conduct his experiment, Jerry decided to go big. He withdrew his remaining $8,000 retirement savings and bought a total of 8,000 lottery tickets. The next day, he checked each ticket one by one. After deducting the initial investment of $8,000, he made a substantial profit of $15,700. With such a substantial sum of money, Jerry didn't know what to do. He secretly hid the money in a popcorn jar. His mind was elsewhere during meals and even when playing cards. Finally, his wife noticed something was off and demanded to know the secret he was hiding. Jerry had no choice but to confess the truth. At least this time, he wasn't secretly cooking meth. Contrary to his expectations, his wife was even more excited than him and decided to join in. Jerry had been obsessed with mathematics throughout his life, neglecting his family for too long. He didn't want to retire and wanted to keep counting, but his wife had been looking forward to their retirement and wanted to spend time together as a couple. After 40 years, life had already worn away their passion and they needed some excitement to spice up their lives. Finally, they found something interesting. The next day, they started buying lottery tickets on a large scale using all the $15,000 they had just earned. On the day of the draw, the couple spent the entire night tallying up their results. It turned out that after the $15,000 cost, the net gain was $20,000. They were thrilled and couldn't contain their excitement. On their way home, Jerry and his wife discussed their next move. Since the more they invested, the more they earned, why not let the entire town in buying lottery tickets together? They decided to put their plan into action. Jerry invited relatives and neighbors to contribute money to buy lottery tickets, and the winnings would be distributed proportionally. Friends and acquaintances were eager to join, through that they could make money without working. Even those who didn't have money were willing to participate by offering their cars or junk. Soon, Jerry accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars and used all the money to buy lottery tickets. The next day, they went to the store again, took out $40,000 and bought 40,000 lottery tickets. The boss was dumbfounded. 40,000 lottery tickets were printed throughout the entire day and continued until midnight. Finally, they managed to gather the complete set of 40,000 tickets. After the winning numbers were announced, the couple spent another sleepless night calculating their tickets. Their hard work was not in vain, as this time they made $82,000, doubling their initial investment. When one printer was not enough, they found another shop. The couple worked together day and night, printing tickets for 3 days until they had purchased over 100,000 tickets. This time they had earned $300,000. In less than a year, Jerry had become extremely wealthy through the lottery loophole, and his friends and family also benefited. A neighbor bought a sports car, a young lady opened a bookstore, and even the cashier quit his job and opened a restaurant. Jerry's garage was filled with winning lottery tickets, which he kept as proof. This way, even if the Internal Revenue Service came, the income would be legal. However, trouble arrived before the tax authorities did. Just recently, a brilliant student from Harvard University discovered the same loophole through calculations. Tyler gathered a group of classmates and proposed that they pool their money to buy lottery tickets and make a fortune together. The next second, he pulled out a bunch of tickets for everyone to fill out. After getting the prizes, Tyler didn't share a single penny of the $50,000 they earned from their first purchase. Instead, he presented more tickets for them to continue filling out. At this moment, one of the students hacked into the lottery headquarters database and discovered that another group of people was doing the exact same thing. This group turned out to be Jerry and his wife. Tyler brought his classmate to the door, thinking it was some kind of gang, but it was just two old guys. Tyler had a superior look on his face and demanded that Jerry join his team with funds and work for him. His wife laughed listening to this. Jerry, on the other hand, immediately refused. Tyler was left embarrassed and angry, storming out of the store. However, the next day he came to Jerry again. He started off with a threat, warning Jerry that if they didn't back off, he would hack into their accounts and transfer away their money. Jerry was unfazed by his threats, continuing to buy lottery tickets and making money as usual. The truth proved that Tyler was all talk, as buying lottery tickets was a way to make money, but hacking into personal accounts was a criminal offense. On the day of the lottery drawing, Tyler realized that most of the prize money had been taken. He immediately understood that Jerry had never quit. Furious, Tyler decided to play some dirty tricks. He found his wealthy father's friends and raised $1 million to invest. Then he used the entire $1 million to buy lottery tickets. He would access the lottery system, and if he found that the prize money had accumulated to $1 million, he would immediately inject another $1 million to trigger the drawing in advance. This way, he could earn more money before others bought tickets. When Jerry was about to buy lottery tickets, a friend told him that the drawing had already taken place. Jerry instantly understood that it must have been the work of Tyler. While playing the game was one thing, manipulating the game was cheating. Jerry angrily went to Harvard to confront Tyler. Tyler saw him with a smug look on his face, but Jerry didn't lose his temper. Instead, he calmly pointed out Tyler's selfishness. The money he earned was only for his vanity, and he couldn't even bear to share it with the classmates who worked hard to fill out the tickets. This woke up the classmates who were present. They filled out tickets for Tyler every day but didn't receive a single penny. Tyler didn't do anything but still profited. They finally realized that they were just tools helping him make money. Everyone put down the lottery and chose to leave. After defeating the Harvard team, Jerry thought for a long time and made a decision. He went to the lottery office and directly confessed to using the loophole to buy lottery tickets. Jerry knows that this group of guys had discovered the loophole in the lottery a long time ago. The reason they didn't care was because they were making a fortune too. The lottery officials didn't care about the jackpot because they were making money off every ticket sold. The more people bought, the more they made. Jerry had only one demand, which was to publicly disclose the amount of the prize pool. This would prevent someone from secretly manipulating the jackpot and disrupting fairness. The next day, Tyler found out that the lottery officials had publicly disclosed the prize pool. Tyler was furious and was preparing to raise more funds to battle Jerry. Unexpectedly, he found himself on the front page of the newspaper. It turned out that a journalist had discovered that Jerry and Tyler's names frequently appeared on the winners list. She suspected there was something fishy going on and decided to investigate. To her surprise, Jerry was completely open and not only admitted to using the loophole to buy lottery tickets, but Jerry wasn't buying tickets for personal gain. He had $1 million and used most of it to help the town. He helped his relatives and neighbors become wealthy and even established a town revitalization fund to restore its former prosperity. The journalist couldn't bear to ruin this heartwarming story, but her superiors were determined to have a big news story. So, the face of the Harvard guy ended up making the headlines. The next day, when Jerry and his wife were excitedly preparing for the next game, they discovered that all the lottery machines had been taken away. It turned out that after the loophole was exposed, the relevant authorities ordered the game to shut down after the final draw. The daughter felt regretful for not being able to participate in the final draw, but the wife believed it was for the better. Otherwise, it would not be about having fun but about chasing profit. However, the wife felt a little heartbroken for Jerry because this was the only time in many years that he used his mathematical talent to connect with others and find joy in it. At that moment, their neighbor informed Jerry that there would be a meeting that evening. Jerry thought he would be blamed, but to his surprise, when he arrived, everyone clapped and cheered. It turned out to be a party dedicated to Jerry. The entire town was grateful for everything he had done. In the final draw, although Jerry and his wife missed out, everyone else enthusiastically participated. They bought a trailer full of lottery tickets, and the joy of calculating the winnings naturally fell on Jerry. The real-life Jerry, who inspired this story, is now in his 80s, just like in the movie. He used the money he won to help his neighbors become wealthy, contribute to town development, and help many children pursue their education. It truly is a pure and heartwarming true story. There is no substitute for the original movie. A good film is worth watching it yourself. But you don't know where you can watch these movies? Use Superbox. With Superbox, you can access all live TV channels in 4K quality. It also provides access to over 13,000 movies and series, and updates with the newest content very often. The total cost for one of these is 2 months of your cable bill. Then you never have to pay fees or bills ever again. Click the link in my bio and use my code to get it at a better price.